सबैजनाले भिडियो अन गर त।
I don't know. Are you able to see my front camera? No.
देखिरहेछ सर।
होइन मेरो यो फ्रन्ट क्यामेरा खै मैले आफैलाई चाहिँ देखिन सर अनि
ए
त्यही भएर
हजुरको त्यो ऊ मात्र देखिरहेछ ल्यापटपको र त्यो इफेक्टिभ राइटिङ बुकको लास्ट पेज चाहिँ देखिया छ।
हो त्यहाँ छ। यहाँ आज यिनीहरूलाई एउटा उ गरिदिउँ कि भनेको के अरे लेटर अफ कन्डोलेन्स मेरो आफ्नो चाहिँ आएन कि।
हजुर
Anyway, I'll try to use a virtual background. आज के गर्ने त खोइ। मैले आफै गर्ने ल। Are you able to listen me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Okay. Last time we have stopped in active and passive voice. ल आज कुन टपिकमा गरौँ भन। आफूलाई जुन अप्ठ्यारो लाग्छ त्यही भन्नु। हजुर हजुर
स्पीच गरौँ सर।
डाइरेक्ट इनडाइरेक्ट स्पीच ल ओके ल I will share my screen. Rajendra sir, could you please enable my screen sharing? Hello?
Yes sir, done please.
Okay sir, okay. Let's start with speech. There are, what we have to look while changing the speech is these items. The highlighted items. This is called reporting verb. This is called reporting verb. In this sentence, this is reporting verb. And this is the object of reporting verb. Object of reporting verb. And this sentence this tells us the tense of the sentence. And this is adverb. So here we have these parts in the sentence. When we are asked to change a sentence from direct to indirect, or whether asked from indirect to direct, we have to look into these parts. Keketa, one is whether we have adverb in the sentence or not. The sentence my adverb cha ki chaina. Then we have to look, identify the tense of the sentence. The tense of the sentence is always identified the verb that is used in the sentence. And then whether the sentence has got object or not, object of whether the sentence has got the object of reporting verb or not, and the tense of the reporting verb. Now, how many things do we have to look? One, all these highlighted in red are the things that we have to look into while changing direct to indirect, because these are the things that determines what to change of the given sentence. Given sentence को यो दिएको sentence को के change गर्ने भन्ने कुरा your reporting verb and then object of reporting verb and then tense of the sentence and then adverb यिनीहरुले determine गर्छ र direct and indirect speech मा हेर्नु पर्ने भनेको these items, these 5. 1, reporting verb and the tense of the reporting verb. कुन टेन्समा छ यो said भन्ने verb कुन टेन्समा छ say, said, tell, told, tells. 1. The other is whether the reporting verb is followed by object or not. Sometimes the object can be of any length, like he said to the students who are watching the football match. The students who are watching the football match is the object of reporting verb. And then identify the tense of the sentence in direct speech. Identify the tense of the sentence in direct speech. यो भित्र भएको sentence को tense थाहा पाउनु पर्यो. त्यो केले भन्छ verb ले. जस्तो in the above sentence, have drunk tells us in which tense the sentence in direct speech is. यो sentence यो inverted comma भित्र भएको sentence कुन tense मा छ थाहा पाउनु पर्यो. And then adverb. These are the things that we have to take into account while changing sentences from direct to indirect or from indirect to direct. Our rule number 1, rules. Rules. Now all the rules are related to these 5 items. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, these 4 things. All the rules of direct and indirect speech are related to reporting verb and its tense, object of reporting verb, tense of the sentence in direct speech, and adverb. Whenever I say the tense of the sentence in direct speech, whenever I mention the sentence, I mean this, your sentence, your sentence. I have drunk coffee today is the sentence within direct speech, the inverted comma भित्र भएको. Now, what are the rules? Direct to indirect or indirect to direct? Number 1. If the tense of the reporting verb is in the past. If the tense of the reporting verb is in the past, then wait. If the reporting verb is followed by object, then the reporting verb, kun reporting verb, said, changes into told. Example, if the reporting verb is followed by object, this reporting verb, if it is followed by object, Now this me is the object of reporting verb. Me is the object of reporting verb. Now me is reporting verb is followed by object. Then if the reporting verb is followed by object, said changes into told. What's the answer? He told me that he was hungry that day. This me changes into, because this said is followed by me, this said changes into told. If the reporting verb is followed by object, then the reporting verb said changes into told. If the, now next one, if the reporting verb is either in present tense or present perfect tense or simple future tense, then the tense of the sentence in direct speech remains unchanged. यो बुझियो यो रुलले भनेको हेर त, if the reporting verb is in either present tense, present perfect tense or simple future tense, then the tense of the direct speech remains unchanged. Just so he says to, he says I am hungry. Now because this says is present tense, in present tense, so the tense of the sentence in this direct speech, यहाँ screen मा, the tense of the sentence in this direct speech remains unchanged if this reporting verb is either simple present or simple future or present perfect. Just so he has said, यो भयो भने he will say, she has said, she tells, they tell, they say, they will say, they have said, Hari says, Sita tells, you shall say. If we have these verbs, simple present perfect, or sometimes present continuous also, or simple future, then no change in the tense of the direct speech. We don't change the tense of the sentence in direct speech. The tense of the sentence in direct speech remains as it is. It won't change. If we have these reporting verbs, he says, I am hungry he says that he is hungry. Now, not was hungry. Why? Because the reporting of this verb is in present tense. Therefore, no change in the tense of the sentence in direct speech. And no doubt that has to be added as a rule. बुझ्यो यो rule number 2?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next. If the reporting verb wait. Rules for the change in the tense of the sentence in direct speech. And if we have this reporting verb says followed by object, then the says changes into tells. Like if the reporting verb is in simple present tense, if the reporting verb is in past tense and is followed by object, said changes into told. Likewise, if the reporting verb is in present tense and if the reporting verb is says, and if it is followed by object, this says changes into tells. If the reporting verb is in present tense and is followed by object, and if this reporting verb is says, this says changes into tells. Now, rules for the change in the tense of the sentence in direct speech. Direct speech ma yo he is hungry kun bela, he was hungry kun bela, I have played football, he said that he had played football huncha. Now, rules for that. Rules for the change of the tense in the sentence in direct speech. Now, for this, the reporting verb in the sentence has to be in past tense. सबैमा यो हुनु पर्यो. यो सबैमा यो चाहिँ past tense मा हुनु पर्यो. say को past tense, said, tell को past tense, told, like this. And then we change the tense of the sentence in direct speech. If the tense of the sentence in direct speech is, if the tense of the sentence in direct speech is in simple present, then the tense of the sentence in indirect changes into simple past. Example, she said to us, I have written a letter. Sorry. I write a later. Now this is in simple present tense, and the verb is in past form, said, reporting verb. Now, if the reporting verb is in past tense, then the tense of the direct speech, if it is simple present, it changes into simple past. He told us that, she told us that she wrote a letter. Number B, if the sentence is in present continuous, then it changes into past continuous. If the sentence is in present perfect, it changes into past perfect. If the sentence is in present perfect continuous, it changes into past perfect. Continuous. This is of present, means all the sentences in present tense changes into corresponding past tense. While changing the sentences, given sentence from direct to indirect speech, all the sentences that are in present tense got changed into corresponding past tense. Now, past tense. If the sentence in direct speech is in simple past, it changes into past perfect. Simple past changes into past perfect. Past perfect remains unchanged. It remains past perfect as it is. It remains unchanged, or it remains as it is. Past continuous changes into past perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous remains past perfect continuous unchanged. Now look at these once again. If the sentence is in simple past, it changes into past perfect. For example, the teacher said to us. I wrote a book. The teacher told us that he had written a book. Here, I wrote a book, simple past, it changes into past perfect. Past perfect, no change. The teacher said to us, I had written a book. The teacher told us that he had written a book. No change. Had written as it is. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. I was watching the football match. He told his brother that he had been watching the football match. Here was watching. Here had been watching. And past perfect continuous, no change as it is. He said that, he said to me, I had been watching football, had been watching football match, no change. We keep it as it is. यतिसम्म बुझियो?
Yes, sir.
Let's revise once again. If the reporting verb is followed by object, said changes into told. If the reporting verb is in simple present tense, present perfect tense, present continuous tense, or simple future tense, no change in the tense of the sentence in direct speech. If the reporting verb is in present tense and is followed by object, and if the reporting verb is says, then it changes into tells. Rules for the change of the tense of the sentence in direct speech. Simple present, simple past, all the present tenses changes into, all the sentences in present tense change into corresponding past tense. Simple past changes into past perfect. Past perfect, no change. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. Past perfect, no change. Past perfect continuous, no change. And will changes into would. For example, he said, I will do the work. He said that he would do the work. This will in direct speech changes into would. कुन बेला त यो verb फेरि past tense मा हुनु पर्यो. If this, he said to me, to her किन राखिन त, because said hasn't got object, so we keep as it is. Said some object आयो भने मात्रै said पछि said is changed into told, otherwise it remains as it is. Will changes into would, shall changes into should, can changes into could, may changes into might. He said to me, I may go. He told me that he might go. यति बुझियो? Now number 6. Rules for the change in adverbs. Those adverbs that shows nearness, closeness are changed into those corresponding adverb that shows farther distance. टाढा, नजिक देखिने, नजिक देखाउने एडभर्बलाई टाढा देखाउने एडभर्बमा चेन्ज गरिन्छ. जस्तो here, there. He said to me, come here. He told me to, or he asked me to go there. Come here, go there. here, there. Come, go. Now, then. Today, that day. Tomorrow, the following day. Next year, the following year. Ago, before. Here, there. Come, go. Now, then. Today, that day. Tomorrow, the following day. Next year, the following year. Ago, before. This, that. These, those. Have a look once again. Next. If the sentence in direct speech states fact, truth, universal truth, then the tense of the sentence in direct speech, then the sentence or the tense of the sentence in the direct speech remains unchanged as it is. Just so, for example, he said, human blood is red. He said that human blood is red. We don't change the tense of the sentence. Blood is red, is red. यति बुझे लगभग we can do the exercise. Now let's go for some exercises. Let's do some question. Please be ready with your exercise book and a pen to write. Copy and exercise book. Sorry, copy and pen to write. We'll do some questions. Meena said, I could prepare the dish. Meena said, I could prepare the dish. Now change it into indirect.
Meena said that she could prepare the dish. She can prepare the dish.
She can. Yeah, can कसरी हुन्छ? Here reporting verb is in past tense. And how can there be here can?
Could.
Oh, because the reporting this reporting verb, whether it is followed by object or not, and the tense of the reporting verb and the tense of this sentence. The answer is Meena said that she could prepare the dish. Don't get confused. Meena said to her sisters, "Why are you disturbing me?" What's the answer? Meena said to her sisters, "Why are you disturbing me?" Now, all the different types of sentences in direct speech. यो याद गर्ने. All यो डाइरेक्ट स्पीचमा यो सेन्टेन्समा यो डाइरेक्ट स्पीचमा जुनसुकै सेन्टेन्स दियोस्, यो क्वेशन्समा इन्ड भएको सेन्टेन्स दियोस् कि एक्सक्लामेटरी सेन्टेन्स दियोस् कि सर्ट कमान्ड जस्तो shut the door, जेसुकै दियोस्, all the sentences has in indirect speech, all the sentences should end in full stop. जस्तो यहाँ क्वेशन सेन्टेन्स छ, यसलाई क्वेशनमै इन्ड गर्न पाइएन, यो फुल स्टपमा इन्ड हुने स्टेटमेन्टमा चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ. Meena said to her sisters, "Why are you disturbing me?" Now, "why are you disturbing me" is a question sentence, so you can write asked. Meena asked her sisters, "Why are you disturbing?" Which tense? Present continuous. Now it has to be changed into past continuous. Meena asked her sister why they were disturbing her. If you write why were they disturbing her, Meena asked her sisters why were they disturbing her, full stop. This is wrong. यो किन wrong ta? Yo, why were they disturbing? Why were they eating? Why were they playing? This is a question sentence. Look here, after this WH word, we have subject. Here, after this WH word, we have verb and then subject. So this is auxiliary WH word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus ing verb. This यसमा चाहिँ नि यहाँ क्वेशन मार्क लाउनु पर्छ, यहाँ फुल स्टप हुँदैन. तर as a rule we have to change all the different kinds of sentences that are given in direct speech into statement that ends in full stop. This is right. The below one is wrong. The next question. Answer. What's the answer? Quite answer. Anyone?
Mina requested. Okay.
Mina requested
Me.
Mina requested me
Mina requested me to give
her
my
my
book.
book. Father said to me, don't shout. Answer.
Father forbade me from shouting. Okay. The order.
Father
Okay.
forbid me from shouting, or father told
Order.
me not to shout.
Sir, order हुँदैन.
Hazur?
Order.
No. Father told me not to shout, or father forbade me to shout, or father forbade me from shouting. Especially order चाहिँ कहाँ हुन्छ भने order टिचरले भन्दा the teacher said to us, show me your work. The teacher ordered us to show us our work, or policeman authoritative figure ले भन्दाखेरि order. Authoritative figure person. The boss said to her employees, have you prepared the files? Change this. Okay, done. The boss said to her employees, have you prepared the files? If we have yes, no question, then the word that is replaced by if or whether. The boss asked her employees if they had prepared the files. If they had prepared the files, or whether they had prepared the files. She said, do you write a letter? change this. She said to me. She said to me, do you write a letter?
She asked, sir.
She said to me, do you write a letter? She
Asked if or whether.
She asked if
Or whether.
I
Wrote a
wrote
letter.
a letter. Do you write a letter? If I wrote a letter. Next. He says, I'm ill. Change this.
He said that he was ill. Okay.
He said that he was. ल यो कहाँबाट भयो? Here the reporting verb is in present tense. The reporting verb is in present tense. यहाँ said कहाँबाट आयो? अनि यहाँ was कहाँबाट आयो? If the reporting verb is in present tense, अघि भर्खर rule पढेको हैन, if the reporting verb is in present tense, no change in the tense of the sentence in direct speech. He says that he is ill. Next. Sorry. I will invite you. Change this. He has said me, or he has told me that he will invite me. He has said me, or he has told me that he will invite me. Next, I will say, I am going to the market. Change this. Done. I will say that I am going to the market. No change. Why? Because this is in simple future tense, will plus P1. So no change in the tense of the sentence in direct speech. Now I will copy these sentences and do these sentences as your assignment. Change the following into direct speech. Change this into direct, not indirect, but into direct. Rina told her that she was thirsty. Number 1. Number 2. Gita told me that I had not done my work. Next. Ines says that he will go to school. Next, she said that we are all mortals. Next, he said that he might come. Next, she asked me whether I played cricket. Next, he asked me when I would return. Next, I requested him to give me his book. Next, my father told me not to do that again. Next, he prayed that I might live long. Copy these and do these as your assignment. And we'll go through the answers tomorrow. Change these into direct speech. Or you can take a photo. Copied?
Yes, sir.
ल आजलाई यति नै गरौँ यो चाहिँ भोलि सबैजनाले गरेर राख्नु होला There are 10 questions and remember you are supposed to change the sentences into direct speech, not into indirect. Rajendra sir. अरु केही छ दोहोर्याउनु पर्ने
हजुर ब्रदर
हजुर आजलाई यति गरौँ सर ल
थ्यांक यू सो मच हजुर
ल ओके ल सबैले यति चाहिँ गर्नु होला है त 10 वटा there are 10 questions and you are supposed to change these sentences into direct speech. राजेन्द्र सर
हजुर
ल मैले चाहिँ नि बाई बाई भने आज
हस् गुड नाइट ब्रदर
ल गुड नाइट सर गुड नाइट and thank you and have a great night everyone.
itu हजुर त्यस्तो खतरा छ